I'm here with UFC featherweight champion and still Alexander the Great Volkanovski after his unanimous decision win over Brian Ortega. Alex, given the debate after the win over Max, and you and I have chatted to that a few times over, how does it feel to you to get the win and win every round but one of the 15 that were scored on the judges' scorecards?
Man, it was unreal. You know, it was obviously I wanted to get the finish. You know what I mean? But at least it was a war. You know what I mean? Like I'd like to go out there and just dominate, get it over and done with. But I keep stressing the missus. The missus is always like, "Don't go 5 rounds. Keep it short. You're stressing me out." So she's going to kill me when I get home. But hey, he was tough, man. I thought I was breaking him. I said 3rd round, and I thought that was going to be it. That was actually where I ended up getting in deep submissions. But I still felt him breaking, probably because he was so deep on them. But man, you know. Credit to him. He made me work, and he stayed strong. I thought he was slowing down, and then he just stayed at this level that I thought he was just going to go worse and worse. But credit to him.
Yeah, a lesser opponent perhaps would have been put away.
Yep. When
you're standing there 3rd round to 4th and 4th to 5th, and he's getting the extra medical attention, the extra time to recover, what are you doing to keep yourself composed and keep yourself in the best position to keep the momentum in your favor?
Well, man, obviously I was saying like we can't be doing this. Like, what are we doing? We're just gonna. Just give him extra seconds. Like I don't know what's going on there. I was pretty dirty on that, purely because we could see that he was really struggling. He was hurt. They're asking him questions. He's not answering. They look here. He's looking the wrong way, and I'm like, that's it. He's done. Like we can't just sit there and wait until he answers the right question. You know what I mean? And give him a whole extra minute. So I was a bit dirty about that. But anyway, hey, at least we got the 5-round war, and we put on a performance for everyone, and it seems like everyone loved it.
Yeah, especially that 3rd round where he had the guillotine, had a triangle briefly. Honestly, what was your level of concern once he sunk those in? That could be it.
That guillotine was deep, very deep, very deep. I was obviously not going to tap. I was going, and I was like, even like, oh, this is it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, am I about to lose my belt? It was like that, honestly. It was that deep. But I mean, obviously, I was going to always keep fighting it. Squeezed a little bit and found that little bit of space as I was squirming around. All I needed is this little bit of movement, made that little bit extra space, and that opened it up. And then I think he felt it, and that's why it ended up getting the chin out, and I was out. And then from there, I knew I was all right. Got behind the leg, and I knew I was going to end up on top while he was chasing the 2nd submission. But then I went into the triangle. But the triangle wasn't as deep as the guillotine. Guillotine was tight. Excuse my language.
So what do you draw upon when you have that moment of concern and worry that, you know, whether or not you're going to tap, that this could lose the fight for you?
Man, obviously that's a worry. Like I was sitting there and I'm like, man, this is it. Like, you know what I mean? Like obviously I'm like still fighting, but in my head I'm like, my voice is even like, oh, I was even making a weird noise. But hey, I was always going to fight. Adversity, man. I do it time and time in the gym. I've been in these positions before. Usually you don't have a belt that you're going to lose. So that was obviously a bit concerning. But hey, man, I just showed that you know I'm a animal when it comes to you know, no one works harder than I do. And again, I ain't anything special, man. Hard work, and you see me just time and time again, just do what I got to do, get these wins, and sky's the limit for anyone, man. And that's the message I really want to make clear. You know, because a lot of people think you need to be something special and all that. So I'm a normal bloke from a small town, kicking ass.
I have 2 more questions for you before you can get back to the beer.
Yep.
25-minute fight on the whole. Yeah, go ahead and enjoy yourself. You've earned it. 25-minute fight on the whole. How closely did what we see in the octagon reflect the game plan that you and Joe and Eugene had going in?
Yeah, like obviously we're always going to have a pretty similar approach in what we do. We're obviously going to have to get reads early, have a look, feel, get the range right. Which we did. We got that right. And, like it was, again, like we're always going to have game plans. We're going to have strategy. But, I mean, at the same time, we've got to play what's in front of us. Yeah. Anything can change. So he come out orthodox most of the time. He switched up here and there. But, you know, we were thinking he was going to come orthodox. And then I seen that he was going to come, I thought, for the 2nd camp, I'm like, all right, I think he might come orthodox. Because I sort of hinted to him, because we had a little shape up in the octagon when we done the Ultimate Fighter, and he come out orthodox. I'm like, I think you're going southpaw, and I seen a little stunned look in his face, and then I seen bruises on his left lead leg, where I seen bruises on his other leg the 1st camp. So then I was like, I think he's switching it up. So you could see he was training this leg for the 1st camp, and it was all busted up. He was putting CBD cream. See, little information. We gather it all, but then the 2nd camp, I seen it on his left leg. So I was like, all right, maybe he's going to go orthodox, and he did.
So my last question, the reaction from MMA fighters, UFC fighters across Shane Burgos, Cub Swanson, Cody Garbrandt, who's going to be fighting your teammate, very complimentary of you, all these fighters. There is one glaring exception from at the notorious MMA, Conor McGregor. Have you seen the tweet?
Not what you said.
I will read it to you. I'll kick this Volkanovski head off like it was a rugby ball I was kicking, 5'4" and full of muscle. Ha ha ha, little fart he is. Not even a little fart, a shart. Ha ha, jackass. Your response?
He sounds like he's off his head. So, yeah, good on you. Enjoy the night. But, hey, come back down to featherweight. I'd love it. You know what I mean? That's he reckons he's a man of the featherweight division. And, again, I got the strategy. I'm obviously tough. And, I'm a whole different beast to what he's used to in this division. So, if he wants to come back down, welcome. I would love it.
A lot of us reckon 45 is not an option for him. Would you be keen on moving? Would you be keen on moving up to 55?
Oh, yeah, let's go with 155. Done. You said it. Let's do it. 155. We make it happen.
Alex Volkanovski and still UFC featherweight champion.
While we're waiting for the next fight, one for the contender, let's do it. We've got a couple of months. I'll stay here if I have to. I'm keen. Oh, is he still injured? I don't know.
He's working.
Cheers. Have a good night, mate. I'll have one too.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.